Are you worried about how to keep your API keys safe in your Android app? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into the best ways to hide your API client ID and client secret. I totally get it. Exposing your API keys can lead to unauthorized access and potential data breaches. It's a real concern for developers everywhere, and you're right to seek the best solution. One user recently asked, "What is the best way to hide an API key and secret key in Android?" They mentioned two methods they found, using the NDK and using Gradle. Sound familiar? Let's explore these options together. So why is this important? API keys are like passwords for your application. If someone gets hold of them, they can misuse your services. Understanding how to secure them is crucial for protecting your app and its users. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a bonus tip that could save you from potential security risks. To begin with, the user should consider using the Android Native Development Kit, or NDK, to store sensitive API keys. This method adds a layer of security by keeping the keys in native code, which is harder to reverse engineer. Next, the user can implement the Gradle build system to manage API keys. This involves creating a separate file to store the keys and ensuring that this file is not included in version control. Additionally, the user should consider using ProGuard or R8 to obfuscate the code. This makes it more difficult for anyone to extract the API keys from the compiled application. Finally, the user should implement runtime checks to ensure that the API keys are not exposed. This can include checking for unauthorized access or using secure storage solutions. Fun fact, did you know that even the most secure systems can be compromised? That's why it's essential to stay updated on best practices for API security. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user suggests that using the NDK is a strong option for hiding your API client ID and secret. While it's not completely secure, it's difficult to reverse engineer. They also mentioned that the Gradle method may not be secure at all. Additionally, for added obfuscation and encryption, they recommend using DexGuard, which can enhance the security of your API keys. That's the end of that answer. Let's see another perspective. An alternative approach to hiding API keys in Android apps is to use a free open-source tool called the Hidden Secrets Gradle plugin. This plugin utilizes the NDK and XOR operator to obfuscate your keys, making it harder for reverse engineering. Additionally, you can enhance security by providing a custom encoding and decoding algorithm. This adds another layer of protection for your keys. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative approach to securing your API keys is to avoid storing them in your app altogether. Instead, consider using a secure server, like an Amazon server, to store your keys and access them at runtime. Additionally, applying public and private encryption on both the app and server sides can enhance security. If you prefer to keep the keys within the app, using the NDK or ProGuard are both effective methods for securing your API keys at the app level. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative approach shared by another user involves using a server to manage your client ID and client secret. Instead of embedding these sensitive details in your app, you can set up a server that handles the OAuth process. Your application would request an OAuth token from this server, keeping your credentials secure. Here's a pro tip. Always rotate your API keys regularly and monitor their usage. This can help you catch any unauthorized access early. And there you have it. You now know how to hide your API client ID and client secret effectively. Remember, keeping your keys secure is vital for your app's safety. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.